Lawrence Kasdan's unlikely journey to becoming a successful Hollywood writer makes more sense when you learn how he made it to college. See, most people have to find money to pay for higher education. Kasdan thought that his best shot at college would be to find which creative arts school was giving away the most money as part of a writing contest, and then winning the contest 4 times. The money he won kickstarted his journey from a Wheeling, West Virginia grocery store all the way to the red carpet. His story is full of the can't tell me nothing, bet on myself attitude that the Mountain State has in droves. Reads like a true Hollywood tale, and it began right here in Morgantown. Kasdan was born in Miami and grew up in Morgantown. He was a graduate of Morgantown High School. He gives credit to his humble and sometimes hard upbringing as inspiration for the characters and stories that he writes today. His parents fought often, and when he was 14, his father passed away. He would often go to movie theaters in Wheeling where his father had worked, and most days he and his brother were the only ones there. He can still recall the moment where it sparked in him what he wanted to do the rest of his life. His brother had just come home from college and asked him a question he hadn't really thought of before. You know, people actually have to make these movies, right? That question would start his road, but it certainly would not be a straightforward path. Kasdan chose to attend the University of Michigan because they had the writing contest with the biggest prize, the Hopwood Award. He was right to bet on himself, as he won the award 4 times, totaling $20,000. He used that money to graduate, get a master's, and try his luck in Hollywood. As always, Kasdan had to be clever to get by. He hoped his master's degree would land him a teaching job, but he ended up working for an ad agency out of Detroit. As prophetic as the story is so far, it really shouldn't be a surprise that he won an award for a commercial that he wrote while he was there. He still had Hollywood dreams, and while he described these years as incredibly difficult, he would eventually get his big break. So how does a guy writing commercials in Detroit end up in the writer's room of one of the most iconic movie franchises of all time? Well, it starts when his first script, The Bodyguard, gets picked up, and it has some success. Then a second screenplay catches the attention of none other than Steven Spielberg, who agrees to produce the movie for him. Spielberg liked Kasdan's writing so much that he asked him to come help on this western he was making with none other than George Lucas. So now, Lawrence Kasdan from Morgantown, West Virginia, has suddenly found himself in a room with Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, brainstorming what would become Indiana Jones. At the same time, Lucas was working on a sequel for the first Star Wars movie, which was a massive success. He was unhappy with his current script, and so he asked Kasdan if he could rewrite it for him. And that's how Lawrence Kasdan ended up writing one of the most iconic blockbuster movies of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. After Empire, Kasdan wanted to pursue his own directing career. He'd go on to direct a number of films, such as Body Heat, which was nominated for an Academy Award. He'd be nominated for 4 Academy Awards across his career, but was never lucky enough to walk across the stage. He'd return to Star Wars to work on The Force Awakens and Solo. His journey from the hills of West Virginia to the hills of Southern California was commemorated in 1999 when West Virginia University bestowed him with an honorary doctorate. His story should serve as hope to any kid growing up in West Virginia that anything really is possible when you bet on yourself. Kasdan bet on himself, bet on his abilities, got him to college when he couldn't have otherwise. It got him in front of one of the best directors of all time, and it got him to the red carpet. So, bet on yourself. You never know what could happen.